Well, Kathy, week 6 of this all-out strike, and while heaps of rubbish, like what you can see behind me, are now being collected, clearly they are still there. What's harder, though, than shifting the waste is solving this dispute. And after the councils the unions rejected the council's latest pay offer, which they say is reasonable, yesterday, talks between the parties this afternoon ended without a deal too. The amount of uncollected waste is said to have peaked at 22,000 tonnes, piled high on Birmingham streets, with rats said to be running riot. Birmingham City Council says it's on track to clear the backlog by the weekend. It effectively went bankrupt in 2023, and this strike started because of the council's plan to scrap a role on waste teams, taking them down from 4 to 3. Now, after today's talks, the union said a deal would be closer if promises made by the council during media interviews were put in writing.
We're extremely disappointed. We turned up to talks with the council today with resolutions, with proposals that we could take forward that could solve this dispute. They turned up with absolutely nothing, and that is very, very disappointing in light of what the council have been saying on the airwaves, that nobody needs to lose any pay. If that's the case, then put proposals on paper, don't just go out on the airwaves, put proposals on paper with the detail that shows that nobody needs to lose any pay, and the dispute will be resolved.
Now, the next round of talks aren't expected to resume until next week, and unions have made it clear they are prepared to stick this out. And as well as this being inconvenient for residents and frankly being a bad smell, there are also concerns about the effect that it is having on Birmingham's reputation, as well as it potentially spread into other areas. And while this strike is over quite specific issues, there are disputes between unions representing bin workers and councils in other areas. Take Sheffield and Peterborough as just 2 examples, and that is particularly concerning at a time when we know local authorities across the country are struggling financially.